Hello, welcome along to this A-League stream here, live stream. Haven't done this for a while. Done things up, so bear with me. ET record between these two sides, 13 wins for Sydney, 16 wins for Brisbane, and 13 draws. 5 wins for Sydney and 2 wins for Brisbane in recent matchups. And starting lineup for Sydney in goal is for my phone too. Also looking at the India New Zealand cricket game where doing right 152 for 8. India was, but it's sort of improved on the score a bit. Watching on the BT Sport 2, just about to load up properly. But yeah, welcome along. For those people that have, feel free to leave your thoughts and type in things in the comments here. Up to 5 viewers, which is quite nice. Just doing a watch along, but it's not showing the game live, if that's what you're after. Brisbane's lineup got Young and Gold, Neville, Aldrin, Gillespie, Brian, Pinkett, Pepper. Sydney from winning the A-League here this season, in the regular season anyway. Pretty dominant with 12 wins, 1 draw and 1 defeat, 37 points, 10.3 of anyone else the other season. Yeah, I should have probably got some like 10 minutes ago, so it would have been better. For the A-League. So it's going to be really tough to stop Sydney at time for the season. So Wedman in goal, Gratz, McGowan, Wilkinson and King in defence. Got Boyton, Wetray, Himman, McDonald. And in the midfield got Bryant, Bashir, Pepper and Hingrat. Defence, Goodward, Aldridge, Neville and Young in goal. And we just started off this round 17 in the A-League there between Sydney and Brisbane. What is going to happen? Oh, if I get my stream properly working, that's what I'm doing. There's been some issues. That's part of the reason why I haven't been doing any of these games for the past 5 weeks, because of the live stream playing up quite a few times on the computer. But if it doesn't work, just keep me updated anyway. It's nice to see so many people tuning up there, so feel free to add your thoughts. I've gone for Perth to win that game. Sydney, I've gone for Western Sydney, and subscribe if you are new. Leave your thoughts in the comments. But yeah, just refresh things, because the game is underway. We're 3 minutes in, but it just plays up so often. Kind of annoying. But how on earth are 22 people here at the moment? Thank you very much, guys. It's a pretty number. It's a shame that can't get things working as they should. Even if a stop starts, it's better than nothing, but just need to decide 3-1 for who you reckon. Yeah, to Brisbane. Okay, yeah, there will be a really successful look. They're currently sitting in 7 spots, 5 wins, 5 draws, 5 defeats. But been doing reasonably well in the past 5 games there. 3 wins and 2 draws. But that shot goes wide. So on the front foot, early stages for Sydney. crosses in, and goal for. I think we might just be about good there. Over 3. Well, and indeed, do you think it'll be over 3 goals in this game there? That'll be a really exciting match if it does. Personally, myself, I have gone for 5 goals in this game. So there should be quite a few goals with Sydney's attacking talent. But you never know. Brisbane Roar have had some good defensive moments at times. Back to where to explain. Okay, a few other comments I'm not sure about. Apping in Bam Bam. Back again. 2-1 for Sydney, you reckon? Yeah, Sydney are definitely the favourites to win this game. So it was a opportunity for Brisbane Roar that time. But way off target. Yeah, it'd be great if Sydney do lose their match pretty so, but unfortunately, premiership there, and they also won it the previous season as well too, when they've been a pretty dominant force in the recent years. 77%, $1 $1.45 odds there, so not exactly sure what that equates to percentages. Well, yeah, probably around about 70% or so. I wasn't expecting so many people to turn up there, so thank you very much. They've got 3 likes already. So the other people that are here, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe if you are new. And thank you very much. Inside the box, it came to the back post, and there's the keeper. Matt just glitching a bit there, but I am able to see bits and pieces of opportunities and chances. So from what I've seen, so they have a couple of chances, but no chance to make clear it away. Yeah, so Sydney just passing the ball around at the moment. I think I'm like 2 minutes behind the stream as well too. So what I think I'd do is clear my history there and try and get things back up again, because everyone is here. 13 people watching me, and don't even have the game really sorted out, do I? But feel free to chat amongst yourselves or talk to me in the meantime. Well, clear the history and try and get the stream working properly. But still 0-0 currently, so haven't missed too much. And also, what do you think will happen in these upcoming matches there? Got Newcastle Jets, Coast Mariners, and Western Sydney. Yeah, hello, Getman there. No worries. Yeah, just a bit of stream difficulties there, sort of stop start buffering things there. But quite a few people joining in all of a sudden there. Got some Brisbane Roar supporters, got some synergy of that helps clear this out for things better. Because it's part of the reason why I took 5 weeks since I did the last one there, because having the live stream going and having a match going on the computer there has a bit more difficulties. Be good if I possibly get like as that to Sydney or to Brisbane Roar to win, or is it just any scoreline at all? But it's great with all these people joining in and leaving their score predictions and other different comments there, even though that's I'm not able to provide as much commentary as I should. Okay, so I cleared the history now. It's like a 30-second advertisement, waiting to close. Yeah, so Newcastle gets just the 9 points there this season, just 2 victories. Western United 6 wins this season, so not too bad. So according to my phone there, we are 15 minutes into this game, and for some reason it hasn't recorded any shots or shots on target. There definitely have been a few shots. Yeah, this is just a live watch-along streaming video in there. Did have both slides, but unable to properly work, and it's still having some issues. So I'm not too sure what to do now. Can you think Brisbane Roar will have a 1-0 half-time lead? Yeah, that would be a pretty incredible result for them. So it doesn't look like it's going to happen on my computer there this time. Normally I probably would have just stopped the stream, but since so many people are here, I have to try my very best to get it going. I do believe Sydney will win. I think that will win pretty comfortably. 4-1 is my prediction. They've been very dominant throughout the season. Just the 1 defeat and 1 draw suffered so far. But feel free to talk about other things to me while I try to get something going on here. It'll be quite a while, so possibly if you could keep me updated on what's happening. Once again, apologies. Okay, I think there might be some progress here. Nice. Big match for Chelsea, yeah, against Leicester City, yeah. Anything else? You don't have to just talk about this game here. You can talk about the other Premier League matches. We've got a game against Leicester City, and did a special Chelsea Leicester video as well as Premier League video for that. I believe Chelsea will be able to win the game 2-1. With Leicester from a struggling form as well too. Chelsea a bit patchy in things. Lean the hen at Wall at 1-0. Okay, that's really ambitious there. Why Simmons wild? Okay. Now I've got the game up on my phone there, so it should be good. Seems to be working quite well. Just trying to get the sound going. Okay. It's in a different language, but it doesn't really matter at this point there. This is basically what you're going to get, isn't it? So Brisbane's in the defence at the moment. We're 18 minutes into this game. Whew, now I can actually give you some follow along of what's actually happening in the game. So just nice calm position, and now they're coming down into Sydney's half there, and so just straight past to Sydney's goalkeeper, so a little bit meaningless. So Sydney on the ball now, and their defensive third seems to be only a little bit of tempo in this game there. So the pace is sort of been winded out of this game, and still favour Brisbane more so than the underdogs there. Be still a pretty good result if they just get a draw. But here comes Sydney on the edge of the box, whipped in, that's a block. And now a free kick for Brisbane. So a little bit of a half chance there. So 0-0, 19 or nearly 20 minutes into this game. Really coming up to halfway in the first half. Oh, bit of a spoiler alert there from the knee man's FY. So I just have to see who's that to. So my coverage might be just a little bit behind. With Brisbane's in their own half, looks pretty safe at this stage there. Passing it back and forward. Now ahead they come running down the left hand side of the pitch. And switching to the right hand side, get the cross on, can they? No, they go back. Okay, they're gonna switch plays to the right hand side. No, they just work it back in again. And here they come back down the left. Yeah, it's half time, I think. I'm going to trying to find the English coverage list there, so I'm able to know exactly what players it's been passed to and their commentary things as well. But at this stage, maybe a goal alert was not a spoiler, just a fake spoiler, because at the moment Brisbane having a lot of the ball, but not quite getting towards the goal there, aren't they? But here they come inside the box, and it's going to be cleared away, touch and go with the corner, right? And kicked in. So Brisbane with a lot of position at the moment there, so maybe they can find a way to get this goal. So nice stuff for the men in orange. You bet on Sydney 2-0, where you like these attacks from the Brisbane Roar here at the moment, edge of the box there, and stayed quite comfortably, but the possession led to some chances for Brisbane at that time. Anyway, how much do you get if you get that correct score of 2-0 there, my mates? Here's a thing, Pamai, that's a pretty precise pick, picking the team and the score must pay some pretty good odds. So it seems like that goal alert was a fake spoiler, unless I'm all of a sudden somehow like 5 minutes behind or something crazy. So Sydney with a nice calm free kick inside Brisbane's half there, but no real intent of going straight to the goal there. These teams are really passing the ball over quite a bit there. I think this game should be a lot more exciting than what it is turning out to be. almost a bit of a snooze fest at the moment. Very little chances, and I've gone for 5 goals, and I know of you guys gone for at least 2, 3, even 5 or 6 sometimes as well. So Sydney on the right hand side there, touch of play, going up the foreign for them. And back to the halfway line. Nekovic, and it. And here comes the ball over the top inside the box. Can they keep it in? No, it just goes out for a goal kick, I believe. So nothing working at the moment for these sides. They come on Brisbane Roar, they did have a really good start before there. They were coming at Sydney 4 or 5 times with like 50, 60 odd passes, it's like seemed like. But that time it was Sydney's turn, but no one's really got a good hold of this game. Sounds like bad news from Egan Pookie. Bit of swearing, so but it's starting to leave. So Brisbane's turn, coming down the right side. And switch it to the left. They whipping the ball. Half cleared away. Can they get another shot going? Oh, attempted a through ball there, but overran again, and still no shots for quite a while it seems. Give you a bit of an update on the statistics of this game. It is 2 shots to 1 for Brisbane and 1 to none on target. 27 minutes in, so very few shots. And Brisbane with the only 1 on target as well. Surprising. But keep the chat going there. Keep your comments on your thoughts for this game here. People you want to score. Any other matches in the A League coming up this weekend, or other matches in other divisions and things. As this match has been a bit dull and a bit boring as things go. But it always takes just the one goal to lighten things up. So Brisbane's in their own half at the moment. And cleared away from Redmayne. Sydney getting a bad position there. And got a dangerous throw in, kind of thirds in Brisbane's area. Over guys, 1-0 half time. Okay, well, let's see if there's going to be a 1-0 for Sydney at half time. There's still quite a bit of time before the end of the first half. At this stage, it seems like might be no goals in this half. Because all these through balls are finding the opposition, and they would easily clear it away. Can eat some Vegemite at least. Goes to me. I'll tell you what, it's the halftime break there. I could get a snack or something. 1-0 halftime. Yeah, quite a few people are going for 1-0 at half time. Anyone's thinking might just be 0-0 at half time. There's still a few more chances greater than the same would have to win. Sydney in the position there. And they come in for the final third of the pitch. Bookies to Highland draw no goals, $6.90. That is that for the full match, no goals at $6.90. Maybe that might be a good shot in terms of how the match has been played out at this stage. But here comes a through ball for Sydney, and really big opportunity here. And passes it back, it keeps the attack going, and saved off the line, and still haven't cleared away Brisbane here. Well, here's the opportunities I'm talking about there. Point blank range shots. Save on the Brisbane keeper. Comes punches high, still going, and it's across. Another goal line clearance. Oof, there's 2 goal line clearances and another shot there all for Sydney. And they still come again there with a 4-1, so the attack's not over. And now somewhat cleared away for Brisbane. So they can relax a bit there. But, so that all comes out of nothing. Sydney with huge opportunities to take the lead. But well done Brisbane for clearing it off the line. The goalkeeper and a defender. And that's well. And Sydney want to create another opportunity down here on the right hand side too. So all going the way of Sydney at the moment. Yeah, we're just talking about potential 0-0, but after that spell, they were lucky to still be 0-0. Here comes Sydney again, headed to the left hand side of the goal. And Brisbane clearing their lines. All extra pet staff now. This is what we want. Yeah, it all came from a ball whipped in originally. Free ball finding finding one of these Sydney players there, clearing off the line, and then a second time from the defender. I think it was Nikovic. Yeah, definitely tough to see Brisbane holding on. Yeah, especially after that spell there was at least 3 shots on target, 2 cleared off line as well. Here come Brisbane with a good opportunity. Well, they saved off the line now too. Wow. Brisbane with a big opportunity to take the lead there. And calls for a VAR check possibly. And a VAR check to Brisbane Roar have a penalty kick. Was it a handball from Sydney? Has it got status from the goalkeeper on the line? Nah, VAR check complete, so it's all good. But opportunities, major opportunities for both sides there, and shots cleared off the line. So you can say in the first 25 minutes or so, where's the goals coming from? But now you can say, why isn't there any goals in this match? Yeah, very entertaining the A get one. So it's just Sydney's opportunity to quick take another chance. One ball from inside their own half, but out of play, no worries. Oh, but being close down by 3 or 4 players for Sydney here. There's a lot more pressure on the ball now. A lot more running at players to try and turn the ball over. Before, they were both pretty happy of sitting off possession and just letting the teams pass along calmly. I'll answer that question after this attack here from Brisbane Roar at balance of the boards. And save. Am I a fan of VAR? Um, in some cases, it's quite an interesting one there because the amount of time it takes for VAR to make decisions is quite ridiculous at times there, and some of them that's like the handful wall there sort of feels like it keeps changing. It's like, is it clear intentional, or is it just accident when it hits the arm, and then vice versa, because different rules apply for attacking or defensive players there. I have been heard a bit about the Australian Open there, the tennis. I think what Nadal ended up losing his match five sets tied week. So I haven't really been watching it, I've sort of been just like following scores of what's going on. And Serena Williams managed to get knocked out early rounds there. And of course, golf, the 15-year-old lady there for the women doing really well. But they were up to the semi-finals now, or the finals. So bits and pieces I have been, but I haven't been watching the matches there. Maybe Simpson. So I got 10 minutes of this first half to go. And Sydney on the board at the moment. Yeah, so about the VAR thing, yeah, it's kind of amazing how things have sort of shifted from when it was. Feels like in some cases there's been a lot more mistakes being made in terms of like soft handballs and deliberate, and of course the offside rule is probably the thing I do agree with VAR there, because at least that one is clear cut, but the margin of where it's actually drawn off as such in terms of the torso of the hand or things like that sort of needs to be sorted. Um, Maybe they should just give like a certain time limit for their VR, like maybe like a minute or so, and then they have to make their decision in that minute. And if they can't, then stick with the original decision there. Sort of, sort of like how the rugby union sort of operates, because their TMO system is very good. Um, because they go upstairs to look at grindings of the try, and then it goes with the original call of what they're able to see. If they can't see the ball on the ground, then no try as such. No, I'm not going to share my WhatsApp number there, Andy, but you can follow me on Facebook there if you look on the description. There's a Facebook link there, and you can follow me there if you want to. Yeah, yeah, I thought so. There you get in there, because it seems like football haven't quite come to terms of what they have to actually do, because there's no real limit to the time that's been given on these VR decisions. They could take like a whole 5 minutes if they want to, because they're looking for the very precise moments. They want to actually see absolutely everything, which might not be necessarily possible. And if it is, then is it really worth it at the end of the day? Okay, here, so you've got corner kick. So what can I do here? Yes, I do have Facebook. Feel free to check the link in the description there. And that corner kick is completed by Jamie Young easily. Smashed upfield. Well, what a pass for Jamie Young. The Sportsmen are coming forward 2-3 here. It could be an amazing assist. Plays it in. Can he get the shot away? Ooh, that was a big chance for Brisbane. Then he got exposed from a goal kick from Jamie Young. a long ball over the top. Really set Brisbane Roar into score. Wow. So both sides have their moments in this game there. You can't really switch off this game now. And Sydney keeper smashes that one out of play, so it doesn't create the same sort of assisting counter-attacking chance that Jamie Young used to produce there. And for those people that's just scrolling into this live stream there, make sure you hit the like button. It really helps out the channel. And subscribe if you are new. Very much appreciated. Nearly coming up to halfway of this game there. And how are we still 0-0? I wouldn't be saying that's 25 minutes into this game, but quite a bit of action since then with those goal line clearances and other shots going wide. Yeah, it does look like it might be 0-0 at half time now, but there's still a good 6 minutes. And added on time. And you do see quite a few times there has been some goals just before half time, sort of a high scoring goal time mark. And we'll go to Brisbane here down the right hand side, Boston cleared. Sydney do clear the lines there. But yeah, Brisbane Roar have been good contenders for this match there, sort of wiped them off pre-match when went for 4-1 for Sydney. So if I could, I'd probably change my prediction right about now. Straight at the goalkeeper there. Just have to move the line. Back again, new location. We just got 4 minutes to go until half time. And free kick being awarded here now for Sydney. The Fondra over the ball. The number 9. So they pushed the tackle to the ground there. Unfortunately, I can't show the live match there because there were copyright issues there, so the video would just get taken down in an instant, unfortunately, there, Andy. But I can describe the game in Sydney. Got a nice looking dangerous free kick. So, what can they do with this opportunity? They got 3 in the box here. And Boston's the right hand side. And that one goes to Jamie Young in goal. No, he's still going to be 1-0 at half time. Well, there wasn't too long left to go now. So you think Brisbane will be just about to do it. Yeah, I got 0-0 with 43 minutes in there. Yeah, no goals, but sometimes it's not all about the goals, it's about the chances created, and at least we've seen enough chances created to have an entertaining match with a few shots clear off the line of things. But yeah, first 25 minutes of the game, there was no goals and no excitement. Since then, both sides have had a real go at it, and that's what you can really ask for. I mean, it's better than some games where you might only have like one goal in the game, and then only one or two shots in total for the whole match, and that would make it less exciting than some of these nil-nil draw thrillers. Yeah, 44 minutes, still nil-nil. But hey, we still got another half of football to play as well. But can Sydney or Brisbane do something late on before half time? Probably going to get the 1 minute added on time, like usual. So Brisbane's on the bottom limit there. No Will Hurry. I suppose they'll be pretty happy to see how the rest of this half there get to the break level and try to, yeah, usually it's going to be 1 minute there, but I'll find out like 30 seconds for you. There hasn't been any real stoppages in this game there. There's a quick VAR check that was done in like 30 seconds or so. Usually the second half is quite a bit longer, like 4 minutes at least. But here comes Brisbane's edge of the box, but that one's cleared away. And Sydney tried to go for a quick counter attack there, but it's given away the foul as number 2. And yep, it's confirmed. Just the 1 minute's going to be added on here. So surely nothing much else is going to happen now. Just seconds away. Scott Neville, yellow card for Brisbane there, trying to stop Sydney with potential counter attack taking play, get their side level to the break. And Brisbane tried to be one of the few sides to drop Sydney some points there this season, because Sydney have been dropping too many points there this season. Andy Hugh, Norton D. Chanamara, and Boba, Sima, Perez, Sydney, Morgan, Lowen. It'd be good if you can translate that for me, because I'm just an English speaker. But if they say subscribe to the channel if you support Sydney, go ahead. And we are half time officially. It is 0-0, and none of us have picked a 0-0 draw for this match, have we? Or even for half time, everyone thought there'd be at least 1-0, quite a few of you, especially in the final few minutes as well too, people were going for it. So that's half time, and feel free to discuss other things. I'll go over a couple of things. So we've got 6-4 shots for Brisbane Roar at the halfway mark, 3-2 on target as well. This result would mean it'll be Sydney's second draw of the season, 15 matches in. While for Brisbane's, it would be the fifth draw, 5 wins, 5 draws, 5 defeats. If this result holds, yeah, pretty good points for Brisbane on the road. It's an unstoppable Sydney side who's looking like they're going to be the minor players here this season. Of course, there's 2 trophies up for grabs there in the A-League. Got the minor premiership, which is the regular season matches against each of the other 10 A-League clubs. And there's also a playoff system thing there, where you get the semi-finals and finals of the top 6 clubs. The top 2 sides getting a bye for the first round playoff matches, and then they get to have the home advantage in the semis. So the higher you finished in the A-League table, the better chance you have in the playoffs there, playing one fewer match and having home advantage and stuff like that. The any side of the top 6 can win the playoff series there. So that will keep it a lot more exciting and interesting for Sydney. How many goals at full time? Well, my original prediction for this game was a 4-1 victory for Sydney, so I'm gonna say that's definitely not going to happen unless there's an absolute barnstormer in the second half. The floodgates open, maybe Brisbane get a man sent off or something, and goals galore. Yeah, that can happen. But at this stage, it might be just like a modest 2-0 for Sydney, possibly. But Brisbane's been pretty good credits this game there, so it could be even a 1-1 draw. But I do definitely think there'll still be some goals in the second half. I'll just look up the TAB New Zealand's my sporting websites for my country there to see what the latest odds are for this match. Last time they played it was a 5-1 finish. Yeah, 5-1 for Sydney A. Yeah, that was probably part of my reasoning why I went for such a big margin for Sydney. Where I live in Christchurch, New Zealand. The first half 0-0, second half 5-1. Let's go. Yeah, that's even more ambitious than my 4-1 prediction. But they will be playing some insane odds there, maybe. So we got, let's get it up. What is the latest odds there? tab.co.nz. $2 for Sydney to get the victory, $2.50 for the draw, $5 now for Brisbane Roar to win. So Sydney are still the slight favourites there, but only $2.50 for the draw, and Brisbane's have dropped down from 6 to 5 to win as well. Yep, the score, I'll put that in. I don't have any night bots here. If there was an exclamation mark score, I'll just put it in, 0-0. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I can't type anything there because I think I signed out. So I have to sign back in again there because I was clearing the history there before to try and get the computer stream working, but instead I ended up getting on the phone. The over under was 3.5. Really? Over 3.5. It's the starting point. That doesn't sound right. It should have been what, 2.5, I'd say, maximum. Because I definitely would have gone for under 3.5 if they were playing the exact same odds, really, because that would have been better value for the money, I would say. So I got some winning margins here. Sydney to win exactly by 1 goal was paying at $2.88. If your 5-1's coming through, 4 more goals at $46. That'll be pretty insane. Can we find the exact scores? Oh yeah. Here's some stat scores. It doesn't even show a 5-1 victory for Sydney, but it does show a 5-0 victory for Sydney. It's paying at 201 to 1. And if my 4-1 is correct, that's 176 to 1 odds. Come on. And what's 0-0 playing at the moment? $3.75. So hopefully that one doesn't come in through, but that's the favourite scoreline out of all of the possible different scorelines up for games. And after this match here, I would have to go to sleep straight away there because it's going to really start in the morning again. Been doing some park runs for the last couple of months or so. So it's 5k events every Saturday morning. I've been doing Hagley Park in Pegasus. Also been doing one in Wellington there as well too. And I ended up winning three races, the past 3 races, 2 in Pegasus and 1 in Kapiti Coast there. So it was pretty impressive, I thought. My times for those races, if you're interested, around the 18-minute mark. If any of you guys have been doing any park runs there, if that's your thing. Ooh, but feel free to get some other conversations going there while we're having this break. What's your thoughts on some of the other videos that we're doing? Got the Premier League, got the French League, got the Italian League, Bundesliga, of course the A League. Hello, Tim Heaver there. How you doing? Also been doing some Olympic predictions as well too, or previews and such. So check them out. So the upcoming matches for the A-League games, go over them as well too briefly. Newcastle Jets got a one win. Western United, no wins, no draws. 1-0 victory for Newcastle Jets. That's the only one. Go to the park one. Yeah, you really tuned in at a good time there because you've also been doing the park one events there recently. So you're going to do the Hickory one there tomorrow, I believe. Again. 12 wins for Adelaide, 11 wins for Melbourne City, 8 draws for their match. Adelaide unbeaten 4 for the past 5, 2 wins, 2 draws. Adelaide $2.50, $3.30 for the draw, $2.63 for Melbourne City. Gone for Melbourne City to win the game, 2-1. Perth Glory and Melbourne Victory game, 19 victories for the Victory, 17 wins for Perth and 8 draws. Past 6, 3 wins for Victory, and 3 before that, 3 wins for Perth. Good night there, Tim. And for that game, I've gone for a 1-1 draw. $1.57 for Perth, $3.75 for the draw, $5 for Melbourne Victory. And the final game of the week, we've got Central Coast Mariners and Western Sydney. 12 wins for Western Sydney, 6 wins for Central Coast, and 6 draws. Western Sydney unbeaten 6 of the last 7 with 5 wins and a draw. $2.70 for Central Coast, $3.40 for the draw, $2.40 for Western Sydney. I've gone for a 3-1 victory for Western Sydney on that match. So probably it should be only like a few minutes left to go before we start the second half of this game between Sydney FC and Brisbane Roar. With Brisbane having the better of things all time with 16 victories, 13 for Sydney, 13 draws. But Sydney with 5 wins in the past 7 and 2 wins for Brisbane. And they did win 5-1 at Sydney last time they played there. Can they get another victory here? They're going to have to do it in the second half here this time. And both sides have been playing pretty well. They've been shots clear off the line and Gulmar swaying rules there. The first 25 minutes of the game was pretty boring, but things have livened up in the match. So as things stand, Brisbane Roar will still stay in 7th place with 20 points if they get a draw. Even if they lose, they'll still be in 7th. But if they end up getting the victory, they get to move all the way up to 5th spot, overtaking Western United, Adelaide United, though Adelaide United would have a game in hand over them. But keep the comments going there, guys, there. Anything at all to discuss about this match, our league in general, or any other footballing leagues, or the Olympics, anything at all? What about the park ones? But shouldn't be too long left to go before we get back on the way again. coming up to the 1 hour mark of this live stream. 10, 9, 8, 7. You're going to watch the Super Bowl on Sunday. Good question, but for me there will be a Monday. I believe there'll probably be at the time I'm working, so unfortunately not. It would be somewhat a good event to watch. Yeah, 12:30 for me on a Monday afternoon. So yeah, I'll be working there. Between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. But in general, yeah, haven't really seen too much of the Super Bowl there. A lot of hype about it. But for me, it's a very stop-start game there, and you only get like a couple of minutes of actual gameplay. So probably just see the highlights. You can see all the highlights of what actually happened, just the touchdown, things like that, and that's basically the whole game because there's lots of stoppages. I think that's sort of an American thing there as well, because baseball is also another one of those boring sports. I find they play ridiculous 160 games in the baseball season every year, every couple of days, and only a few times they would actually hit the ball and make some runs there. Otherwise, there's a lot of stop start with missing the ball, missing the strike there in last 4 hours. But yeah, are you going to watch the Gatman? Who are you supporting for the game? Are you supporting Kansas City or are you supporting San Francisco? I have no idea who the favourites are for that match. By over 1.5 can Sydney win. Over 1.5 for Sydney win. So you reckon Sydney will win by at least 2 goals, you're saying? If you go by the statistics for this game here, which is 6-4 shots for Brisbane and 3-2 on target, and the fact they both had shots clean off the line. In terms of gameplay, game flow wise, I'd say Brisbane might actually get a draw out of this match. Recent matches for Brisbane, they've been doing quite well themselves. So maybe a draw for Brisbane's or under 1.5 for Sydney. Feels like it's going to be quite an ask for Sydney to get over a 2 goal at this stage. Kansas City, you reckon they get one? Yeah, well, that's true, but all these sports get the opportunity to do so anyway, with an actual halftime official break like we got at the moment. And just as I say that, the second half just started, so that was the opportunity to get something to eat and drink. And I believe most of the fans would have done so. But Brisbane's kicking off here, so can they get a result out of this game, or will Sydney find their true colours and score and get themselves another victory to march on for the minor premiership? Time will tell. 45 minutes plus a little bit extra to be exact. And straight away, Brisbane's on an early attack there down the right hand side of the pitch. Who will find the opening goal, Wayne? Will there be a goal? Yeah, so how much of the Super Bowl have you been following the Gatman? Being from Washington, I guess it's one of your more favourable sports. And knowing the quarterback is great, I suppose you're seeing the playoff series and maybe a few regular matches as well. Yeah, That is true. Halfbacks and fullbacks. Yeah, rugby union is much better sport there. At least most of the time, actually playing the game there. There's a couple of little stoppages, like TMO decisions and injuries and things like that. But mostly it's full on action to it and some lineouts and stuff like that. But it's nothing like the ridiculous nature of the Super Bowl in NFL or the baseball. So here come Brisbane, right hand side, just gaining a bit more position and territory at the stage there in Sydney's half. Yeah, football's king over there. Yeah, American football we were talking about, right? Oh yeah, big baseball fan. Who you support on the baseball there, Getman? Yeah, everyone's still going for Sydney to win. Well, at least the last few people have gone for Sydney. I think some of my early viewers went for Brisbane to get the victory out of this game there, but for some reason people have been moved back for Sydney to win. Well, Sydney are on the ball at the moment, as they come down the halfway line. Through the middle, a nice little teasing free ball, but cleared that one away. Sorry. Oh, and nothing to be sorry about there, Getman. I mean, just because I don't personally, not a big fan of American football or baseball, doesn't mean you don't have to be, of course. New York Yankee fan, eh? Nice. And how many matches of that 162 game season do you end up watching? So Sydney with a free kick now. That's what we're actually doing in the football game. But feel free to carry on talking about baseball and American football there. I don't mind. And here comes the cross here down the far left hand side. Ooh. But that one a little bit too wide. So didn't get onto the end of it. Or might actually gone up for a corner kick. Was it? It was one the Common far left hand side trying to get the ball into the goal there, but he might have actually got the last touch. Yep. So goal kick. And Brisbane's back on the ball there in the own half. Coming down the left hand side. But these teams are just taking a little bit of time to get back into the swing of things after the break. But here's an opportunity for Sydney, 2-1-2. Brisbane's team are back in numbers again though. Yeah. And that ball just a bit too wide on the right hand side for Sydney to get onto. Yeah, that is true. Darts is taking over the sporting world here at the moment. Lot the big fans sort of sport there because they get to try and cheer for all the 180s and get the cards up there on the 60s, those triple 20s there. And a nice quick match, and it's pretty obvious to know what's going on, what's happening. One target in mind. With the 501 501 card thing or something generally for the matches there. So 51 minutes into this match here, still 0-0. Surely we won't have a 0-0 draw. I haven't commentated on a 0-0 draw before, but it's always a first. I just watched an A-League recently, how much conditioning affect those results. We're seeing guys stop for water and guys gas by the end of the half. Yeah, well, I mean, the heat is a big factor in Australia there, especially in the last month or so before those bushfires and things like that. You have to have some extra stoppages midway through the first half, even being played at night time. Generally, it's what the high 30s in some cases there, so it's good that they have the heat policy there to make sure that everyone is still going and not collapsing all over the pitch and things like that. And unfortunately, hasn't been any postponed matches for the A League because there could have been if the bushfire smoke ended up over the grounds there. And those big fires were actually happening, but they're probably going to be back in full force, possibly next month there, unfortunately, again there, after their big downpour thunderstorms they had recently. So it's one extreme to the other extreme, back to the other extreme with those hot, dry conditions there in Australia. So Brisbane on the ball on the right-hand side of the pitch now. They've got 4 numbers forwards and there's like 6 players back for Sydney. Oh, a red card, you say, Gatman. He must be a little bit ahead of my screen there. No red card at the moment. So we'll just have to wait and see. I'm currently at 53rd, 20-minute mark. What flavour? Yeah, well, those red and blue Powerades are sort of my choice. That's yeah, sure there's a red card in this particular match there, Gatman, because I just seen nothing 54 minutes into the match. It's into the box, cleared away. And Brisbane's on the defensive side of things. And nothing too much is going on at the moment. Oh, here comes Sydney. Oh, there's a shot on target there for Sydney. Is this the moment? Here's a well, here comes the second yellow card. Yep, must be like 2 minutes behind. The second yellow card and sent off. So a weird card for Brisbane there in the box, and there's that a penalty kick as well too, isn't it? Just have to watch the replay here. It's going to VAR. So Sydney come in the box there, and a cross goal, and struck the arm of the guy for Brisbane. He tried to have it by his side there, and caught him on the arm there. Yeah, just tried to hold off on the spoilers there. I'm a couple of minutes behind, it turns out, on the screen. But at the moment, according to my screen, they have issued their red card because of the second yellow card because of their handball in the box. Not quite by the side. And yep, decision upheld. Yeah, I guess it was the right call. It wasn't completely flat. It was leaning in a bit inwards. So big opportunity here for Sydney then to score a penalty kick. Let's see if they score it. I think I know what the result's going to be, but you never know. You guys might be tricking me. Big opportunity for Sydney to take lead. And Jamie Young be the hero in goal. Here he comes. It's into the right-hand corner. Smashed away. There's the first goal of the game. 1-0 lead for Sydney. You guys were right. And Adam LaFondra on the score sheet for Sydney after Scott Neville sent off for a second yellow card inside the box there. So team in Brisbane's got it all to do. So what are the goals? 5-2. Argentine tell you what the shots are. The shots are 7 each, 3 each on target. That's as close as you're going to get to a 5-2 game. It's just the 1-0 scoreline for this match. But yeah, you guys might also be right with the over 2-goal margin for Sydney to win this game here. Oh yeah. Thank you, Leah Getman. Yeah, it always helps not to have spoilers, but also helps to have an updated live stream as well too. But hey, that is what it is. But I did have some fake spoilers there earlier saying the 1-0 and things like that. But I guess they were sort of saying their score predictions or halftime predictions as well, or also mentioned about goals. So you never know. If you put in a few fake spoilers to go off the real spoilers, then it also helps as well too. So Brisbane kick-off, continuing Brisbane's comeback into this match, final half an hour against Sydney away from home. That's a lot of things going against them. One less player away from home and against the best side in the league. Doesn't seem very likely, does it? Sydney will definitely have a few more opportunities to get their second goal of the game and clear up this match. But at this stage, Brisbane Roar are pushing forward. If they can win a free kick, set piece, corner kick, or something like that, those are sort of the good opportunities to get the victory. Okay, you're going to go for a 3-0 victory there for Sydney there, Tim. Yeah, that's probably pretty reasonable. I can see Sydney scoring a couple of goals now to capitalise on the 10 men for the final half an hour of this game. Five 0. That's probably a little bit too unrealistic. You have to score 4 goals in half an hour. Be quite a bit of a collapse then. Yeah, mostly you're going to be incorrect on that 5-0 scoreline. But hey, if you get it right, you look like an absolute genius. But anyone reckon Team in Brisbane can actually win this game as they have an opportunity to go a very weak effort for them there. Oh yeah, you're also going for a 3-0 victory there for Lee G. Roy. Yep, 3-0 seems like a favourable prediction. I'm willing to support those 3-0 people. And I'm against that 5-0 prediction. I think it's a little bit asking for a bit too much. I can also see a 2-0 scoreline for Sydney as well too. Here comes Sydney down the middle of the pitch, right hand side. Oh, that was a bit of a tackle right there. Is that another penalty kick? It was a foul inside the box on the right hand side edge of the area. Barbarousse is the player to go down there for Sydney. But might have been offside anyway. Yeah, I think it was offside before the foul was committed in the box. Bombing in the streaker. Nah, keep the streakers away. So VAR check. I think it was an offsides before it was a foul in the box there, so no penalty kick. Ooh. Yeah, now I have to reload the screen back up on my phone there because it stopped. Oh, so just to confirm, that was a no penalty kick twice. 64 minutes in, 1-0 for Sydney. Yep, going to take me a couple of minutes again to get the match back underway, this time on my phone. Yeah, no penalty, but it would have been a penalty kick, right, if it wasn't offside. Because there was a foul committed on Barbares inside the box, but yeah, just slightly ahead of the last man was enough to stop him. Yeah, I thought I got most of that. Yes, I do believe we have another goal coming. You went for 5-0, so definitely we're going to have another goal, aren't we? Yeah, that is true. Brisbane will have to fight everything at it, though, to try and get an equaliser. And then they just give up if they go 2-0 down, really. Because you don't want to get smashed in these type of games there, sort of just avoid the heavy defeats and goal difference. You never know, might be crucial at the end of things, but they have to give it a go while it's still 1-0. 2-0, then they can say, mission impossible, okay, let's just calm things down and go home and work on our next match. But if it's still 1-0, Brisbane's got a fancy themselves to potentially come back in the game and snatch something. Because of course, Chelsea played against Arsenal 10 men for one whole hour. Arsenal had 2 shots, 2 on target, and 2 goals. So these things do happen. One team can absolutely dominate, one team can have absolutely nothing, but make the most out of the few opportunities that they get themselves. Oh, is that a spoiler there? I'm still trying to get the string back up again. 2-0 Sydney's second goal. Okay, we'll just have to have a look. 66 minutes in. 1-0 according to my Google website thing there. So, still 1-0. Yep. Cool. Just, close that down. So much better for me if the thing just works out nice and smoothly. Get to see everything all the way through. Lots of people are saying goal. Hopefully those are more fake spoilers, you know. Yes, football is football. It's a funny old game there. One of the reasons why I like it is because quite often it's always close matches. I mean, because not too often games won by too many goals, so a 2-goal margin or under, quite common. 1-goal lead, 2-goal leads, I think, can easily be clawed back and allows for some crazy finishes there. You can just snatch things. Yeah, Sydney just been too dominant there this season in the A-League. Probably definitely going to win the minor premiership there this season, but in the playoff series where they only get to play a few matches, and it's anyone's up for grabs in the top 6. You don't say you're right on the score. Yeah, well, I mean, the second goal for Sydney is probably going to come before the end of this game, though. So the score prediction is very likely to be right at some point. Just maybe not at this very moment in time. Football is soccer. Soccer is football. What's some other analogies there? No, you're going to go for a full-time 1-0 victory, so you think there won't be another goal in this match there. That's interesting, because, I mean, when there was a goal scored, there's at least some major opportunities for both sides to score, especially right near the end, where Brisbane would have to throw everything out of it for the equaliser, leaving them extremely exposed at the back there, so Sydney might just get a second goal in the 92nd minute or something. This is getting good. Yep, and should be not too far away from getting it back up and running here. As soon as this advertisement closes in 45 seconds, I should be back into the swing of things of watching this game semi-live. Okay, let's see some of the images there. That's 1-0 still, and now there's a bit of a kerfuffle going on against the players. Yeah, almost a fight here, so I just tuned in, and it was a bit of a scrap sort of thing going there. Okay, so we got what, 22 minutes plus added on time left in this match. Yep, so the tension is building. The dude with the mullet here, funny sort of haircut there. Yeah, really sliding in challenge there from the Brisbane player, wanting a free kick for Sydney. So here comes Sydney, they're coming down the left-hand side of the pitch. And gonna whip this one into the box there, short passes. You can feel free to enjoy a lot more possession now. And that one is headed out for a goal kick for Brisbane Roar. So, how many more chances can Brisbane Roar get out of this game there? Won't be many, considering they've got 10 men. But surely they'll get at least 1 or 2 more chances. Possibly a free kick or something like that to dramatically get something out of this match still. So this goal kick's gone high into the air. And back pass there, very risky back pass to the goalkeeper of Sydney with the Brisbane player coming on forward. But now Sydney back on the ball with the advantage being played. Sydney scores the second goal, and that seals the result. But can they get the second goal? That is the question. The pass in its the right hand side this time. Nice careful passes trying to find the extra space that there was. But Brisbane's doing a good job defensively at the moment. Here comes the shots away, and they won that quite safely for a goal kick for Brisbane there. And Brisbane's not mucking around with this goal kick, play it instantly. They want to get on with things. Oh, and while we had it, I also wanted to check the Black Caps game is getting on between India. We ended up losing the series in dramatic style in the last match. Did a video on where we lost a third super over in a matter of months against India. And currently 104 for 3 after 13 overs. 9.31 rate required, 7 overs left. So, looks tough. Looks like we might end up losing another match in the cricket. Anyway, back to the football match. Back excited again. And here comes a free ball for Sydney. Ooh, that's a shot on goal, saved by Jamie Young there. Good opportunity, Sydney. And again, a corner kick now as well too. Well, but if they score a second goal here, though, ways from Ward, then a third goal is not beyond the question. They have got a corner kick. So that one was saved from point blank range from Jamie Young goal. So they're going to play this one short, so they're going to order it into the box. They play this one short into the box. And back across side the D, coming down the right hand side this time. And third ball, nice 1-2 passing going on here. This looks very dangerous. And Jamie Young at it again. And blocks deflections. Cleared. Wow. That was a goal swing there. And Sydney not yet finished. Coming in with another attack there. One player on the far right hand side with his arms up going, hey, give it to me. But instead, they send it all the way back to the halfway line. Coming on down the left hand side of the pitch now. And now they're just keeping the ball. The chance has gone for the stage there. That's a few opportunities back to back for the second goal there for Sydney. And will they end up avoiding that? So now they go down the right hand side and miss their target this time with the blue balls. And looks like there's going to be a substitution made for Sydney. Who's going to be sacrificed here? Just a few discussions about what his role was. So he wasn't quite getting on the pitch at the stage there. Play continues on. But next stoppage, he'll probably be on the pitch. No. So Sydney on the ball, halfway along there. They probably just want to get the second goal, kill the game off, or wasted a little bit of time passing it around there. So they get the victory, which at the end of the day is what it's all about. Whether it's a 1-0 now a victory in the end, or whether it's a 4-1, 5-1 barnstormer hammering. Still with 3 points at the end of the day. They don't have to worry about goal difference really if they just able to win every game, because that's just how you win the title, isn't it? Kind of like what Liverpool was doing at the moment in the Premier League with a 19-point lead. So here's the substitution. It's Wetchaling off for Evanik. So 15 minutes left to go, plus maybe like 4 or 5 minutes or so. So I've probably got about 20 minutes of play left in this match. So Sydney down the left hand side, just some 1-2 passings going on. Connor Aitio. And one inside the box there. And Brisbane's turning that one over. Do I watch Australian basketball? What there's like the New Zealand Breakers and things like that. Yeah, should be watching some more of those New Zealand Breaker matches and things, and Perth Wildcats and things. Yeah, good league, New Zealand Breakers. And that's the problem with so many things going on there. Got the Black Caps with the crickets going on as well, and then you've got the football, and then you've got what else was on today? There was the Super Rugby that's just started off there with the Blues and the Chiefs. So yeah, the Chiefs dramatic come from behind victory over the Blues there. I was watching them instead. So, yeah. The New Zealand Breakers haven't been doing too well there this season, so haven't been too motivated to end up watching them at some point. But one day I'll get back at that again, I suppose. So Brisbane on the board at the moment there. Can they find some opportunity, some way to win a free kick sneakily Sydney overcoming the challenge, and then they can really push all their numbers up forward. But at the moment, everyone's behind the ball there for Sydney. Brisbane, nowhere to go, so they just right back to their own half. But they got the ball, they got time, can they get the goal? Oh, that was a really poor touch there. The left-hand side's completely open, and then ended up kicking out the play there. So not what Brisbane Roar needed. And substitution made instantly, but Brian coming off for O'Neill for Brisbane Roar. So King O'Neill sparked things into life in Brisbane in his final few minutes. They still have a chance. No one that's watching this stream live is giving them a chance, but they do have a chance. As Sydney play really long ball outs down the right hand side. If they took that first time, they could have got a really good shot away. Second time, cleared away. And Brisbane's get a quick counter attack going there. No. But it's a nice ball there from Brisbane there, working up to the halfway of the pitch. They just need to push numbers forwards. Need a gamble now. No harm of losing 2-0 when you're chasing a point out of the game. Because either you lose 0 points, commit to 0 points, or you get a point. So, you know. So Brisbane's down the left-hand side, they've got 2 numbers up field, and that one is safely in the arms of the Sydney goalkeeper. So do you guys still think there'll be a second goal in this game? Or do you think I'll just end 1-0? Hello there, I'm yeah, it's still 1-0. It's looking like possibly this might be the final scoreline. And none of us went for a 1-0 victory, did we? Yeah, it's 29 minutes into the game. It's all winding down now. Here in the USA, I got the whole A-League on the ESPN plus the App. It's $5 a month. How do you watch your games? Yeah, I watch them for free. There's quite a few websites, unfortunately, with some ads and pop-ups and things like that. Has some technical difficulties at times, but for the most part, you're able to see these games for free there. Like the likes of live TV.ss websites. There's also things like StopStream and Super3. But yeah, but when you pay for these apps, so you're able to see everything crystal clear. So you have some advantages of that though too. So, yeah. So Brisbane's got somewhat dangerously here. They've got 2 on the box of the pack quickly, and no, Sydney just about surviving that run possibly. Yep. Just a little bit of a warning shot to Sydney that this game isn't over. One lapse the concentration at the back. And Brisbane can still get a point out of this game. It looks like Sydney are going to make another substitution coming up here. Who's going to be sacrificed for Sydney? Who's going to come on? And it's Barbarousis that comes off for Uga coming on for Sydney. So just walking off the pitch there, slow things down, high-fiving, clapping going on. Streaming guard header. Melee. Hello there, Waymond. What do you mean by melee? Oh, my stream having a bit of difficulties there again there, so I can see what you mean, Getman. Maybe, possibly it is a good idea to have the ESPN Plus app for $5 per month. I'm sure it used to work so much better in the past when I was watching these things. Yeah, still going for 2-0 at full time. We'll be just about running out of time. We only got about 6 minutes to go, plus added on time. But even though on the counter-attacking, Brisbane is searching for this late equaliser that could come. Leave this. What are you watching here, guys? Yeah, this is the Sydney versus Brisbane Roar watch along. I'm sort of, or at least I'm trying to watch along the match as soon as things don't play out as such. I haven't seen most of the game, but a few times with this cheap free software as such, it sort of plays up at times. But 1-0 for Sydney at the moment. Scored by Adam Lafondra, 57th minute penalty kick after Scott Neville was sent off for his second yellow card with a handful of the box. It's the decisive moment of the game. Oh, Brisbane almost levelled. Yeah. Load. Okay, I think I'm back to 84.5 minutes. So just a couple of minutes off the what it actually is. 84-44 for me here. Okay, yeah, that one just went over the bar there, sailed over the net. Yep, just managed to see that ship over the nets. As I'm slightly behind what you are, but yeah, good timing, good updates. Thanks. But that's why I say you have to score your second goals no matter what, even if you are the best team in the A-League at home, winning all your matches and have a man advantage. Because the opposition still has these opportunities to snatch something out of nowhere. And they still do. With 5 minutes to go and added on time. Anyway, but this is part of the reason why I like the football really, because I mean, other sports, I suppose like rugby and things like that, more often or not, you see teams up on like 12, 14, and then it looks inevitable they're going to end up winning, or you like here, I suppose there's quite a few one-sided baseball matches and NFL matches there. There's quite a few other one-sided games there. You just know the team's going to win. It's just a matter of how much by. But usually in football, nearly every game is up the plays to the end, which is really nice and exciting and enjoyable. So here comes Sydney though on the ball down the right-hand side. Will there be another goal in this game? There's Sydney looking dangerous here. Normal crossbow ball here. Cross goal. Clear away up in the air. And slide and then called. No, I'm going to end on a tie, you reckon, Matthew Simpson? Yeah, that'd be really exciting. Everyone's been cheering for Sydney for like the last hour or so. But here we go. Someone's disappointing Brisbane with 3 minutes to go, plus added on time, with 10 men away from home against the best side in the A-League. Unlikely, but definitely is possible. And it looks like Sydney's final substitution coming up here. Who's the player coming off there this time? It is Nikovic for Andrew Sag coming on for them. So something that doesn't make a huge mistake. It should be fine. So here we go. Brisbane long booted kick from their own half there. They're on the ball at the moment. Can they find some meaningful passes? Push everyone forward, get the goalkeeper up, go throw, kitchen stick at it. Yeah, generally what happens, teams that are losing have the momentum for those final few minutes as the winning team tries to hang on. Quite often the circumstances. And of course, Sydney's plan will be just to have that quick counter-attack goal once they're able to turn the ball over, because Brisbane throws everything at it. They've got no one behind. It's generally what should be happening. See it time and time again. And yep, Brisbane's another opportunity. Running forward. Got all the Sydney players back defending. Just need to find a few key touches coming down the right hand side. Can they get across the goal? They get across. They do get across goal, and half cleared away, back in again, over the bar, quite comfortably, and momentum has ended there. 89 minutes, time is nearly up for them. Goal kick for Sydney. Yep, I'll let you know in about 30 seconds, 89.5 minutes here. Normally it's like 4 minutes. Gatman can say 4 minutes, so that might be an injury time spoiler there. But I can officially let you know in 20 seconds. Here comes the goal kick. And pump on, trying to get on the end of it. That's defended nicely for Brisbane. And yep, it is official. It is 4 minutes. I actually get both my injury time predictions correctly. 1 minute for the first half, 4 minutes for the second half. That is the most common way. It always basically is 1 minute in the first half, and generally 4 minutes, but depends on the VAR decisions generally. And there was one VAR decision, and but no other lengthy stoppages, so seems about right. Only 3.5 minutes left to go. Surely this is just about it, really. I think Sydney would hang on here, definitely. A bit of time wasting going on now there, just to get over the line, and just the one goal in this game there. Look at all us. We're going for 2, 3, 4, 5 goals. But just the one. Just the one. Just the measly one. So 3 minutes left to go. Will there be one more opportunity for Brisbane to somehow snatch it up again? Or will Sydney get a second goal? Or will Sydney just keep possession and hold on to this 1-0 victory? Those are the questions for the final few minutes of this game. And that one goes on upwards for Sydney. And the heads are 2-on-2, it seemed like. Yeah, they managed to get that right pass going, but just missing the target. This is interesting, like how long the ball ends up out of play at the time they take the falls and things like that, because that all got taken to account to see you would see a lot more every time there. But here come Sydney. They got four players forward, and Brisbane need obviously that one out of play. So a few more seconds wasted here. Yeah, Western Sydney have a nicer stadium than Sydney. Yeah, I do believe that is the case. More more electrifying at times with those Western Sydney fans there. Only a minute left to go now. I think this is just about it. Brisbane's one ball with the guys left to go. Coming down the right hand side of the pitch. And cross goal, each of the six-yard bots. Have a shot, blocks. Have another shot. And some 1-2 passings coming down the right hand edge of the box. Oh, really good opportunity here. That was just wide. That was Brisbane's opportunity. They had a shot to each of the six-yard box. And just wide of the goal in these final 30 seconds of the game. Ooh. As the goalkeeper came to punch it, missed it. Had the open shot at goal there and just puts it wide of the right hand post. So we will be preparing his final whistle very soon. Yeah, for me it's like another 2 seconds left to go there, but yeah, probably has ended there. That was the opportunity. Yeah, quite often you see those final last gasp opportunities, and that's what takes it sometimes, doesn't it? So yeah, we're still playing according to me, but you guys say it's over. I'm just gonna watch it just in case. And there it is, full time for me. Win's a win. Sydney get the 3 points. Another victory. They get another step closer to win this season's minor premiership there. Yeah, catch you later there, Getman. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you are new. And share your thoughts on these upcoming A-League games. Who knows, I might be back again for another live stream, but just have to wait and see. Yeah, see you later. And my battery's just about dead as well too for the computer, so very good timing. So I will have to end it here. If you also want to discuss other things that happened in this particular match, feel free to leave in the comment section below. I will reply to all comments there. Thank you guys very much for all watching. I wasn't expecting this many people at all. As all the other streams there, I just get bits and pieces, 1 or 2, 3 people at a time there, but lots of people tonight, so thank you very much. And I'll see you in the next one.